What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. The football season is almost here. I've been going back and watching games from last season. I rewatched the spring game, and looking at the projected starting lineup, I feel like there are so many players that are being slept on. There are so many good or potentially elite players that nobody's talking about. So today we're going to talk about the most slept on Sooners heading into the SEC in 2024. There are going to be a lot of players for OU that make a lot of big plays that no one is currently talking about. I feel like some of these guys could have breakout seasons and potentially be some of the best players in the country at their position. But before we get started, leave a like if you're hyped for this season, and let me know what underrated player will have a breakout season in the SEC. And if you're a fan of college football and OU, be sure to subscribe. I'm a huge OU fan and I post videos every week. But with all that being said, let's get into it. The first player we're going to talk about that's being slept on the most, in my opinion, has to be Gavin Sawchuk. He was injured for the first half of the season, which is why I feel like a lot of people nationally don't know about him. But once he got healthy, he was one of the best running backs in the country. He rushed for over 100 yards 5 games in a row to end the season last year. He's going to be RB1 this season, and if he can stay healthy, he is going to be one of the best running backs in the country. Talent-wise, and when you look at the production, he has the potential to be elite. The next player that I want to talk about that's being slept on is Kahlil Doss. He made a lot of big plays in key moments last year, and I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's versatile, he plays that cheetah position, he's fast enough and has the ball skills to play in coverage, and he's also good at rushing the passer. Brent Venables likes to blitz him from different angles, and we've seen him get to the quarterback a number of times. I like Kahlil Doss, and I think he's severely underrated. The next player that I want to talk about is Fiweu Weu. Weu is a 339-pound guard that can move. He was a freshman All-American at North Texas, and he's being developed by the best O-line coach in the country. I don't hear anyone outside of OU fans talking about him, but out of all of OU's offensive linemen, I feel like he has the best measurables and the highest ceiling. The next two players that we have to talk about are Jaden Gibson and Nick Anderson. I mean, when you look at these guys athletically, Nick Anderson is 6'4", 220, and Jaden Gibson is 6'5", at 197. These guys are athletic freaks and matchup nightmares for defenses. And you've got two of them in the same receiving core, and nobody's talking about either one of them except for OU fans. These guys, along with Deion Burks, are going to give SEC defenses problems. We're going to move on to Gentry Williams now. He was OU's best corner last season. He's had an issue staying healthy, and that is the only reason people don't know about him. When he was healthy last season, his side of the field was locked down, and when he was injured, you could tell a significant drop-off. If he can stay healthy, that's going to be huge for OU secondary. And I have some honorable mentions. I wanted to mention Brendan Thompson. He has elite speed. He's one of the fastest players in the country. I'm really hoping he sees the field a lot. I also wanted to mention Jaden Jackson. Ever since he's gotten to OU, I've heard nothing but good things about him. And out of all the true freshmen on that D-line, I feel like he'll probably make the biggest impact year one. I also want to mention Ethan Downs. Not a lot of people talk about Ethan Downs, but he has a lot of experience. He always plays his ass off. And let's not forget about the Texas game. He dominated the Texas game last year. And finally, I'll mention Peyton Bowen. He has the potential to be elite. Even as a true freshman last season, he played pretty well. He's extremely talented, he has elite ball skills, and we could see him have a breakout season this year. OU secondary is going to be loaded this season, but Peyton Bowen's going to have a lot of opportunities to make some big plays in the secondary, so I'm looking forward to that. Let me know if I left anyone out, and let me know who you think is the most underrated Sooner going into the 2024 season. That's it for today. I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a super thanks to support the channel. I would appreciate it a lot. Be sure to leave a like in the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm out.